Hey everybody, it's Tracy from Downward Dog Rising. Welcome. Today I'm going to give you a workout to activate your abdominals, activate your core, and the reason why you want to have strong core, strong abs, is so that you can protect your spine. So if you have any low back pain, this might be a good workout for you. So we're going to get our core activated. So let's start off lying down on our back, and we're going to get a little warm up in for our core to also co-contract the paraspinal muscles in your low back. Okay, so join me. Lie on your back, tighten your core, your arms reach long. So I want you to think of doing pelvic tilts where your hip bones roll back towards your navel and you exhale. You're trying to tighten your abdominal wall into your spine and move the hips and pelvis backwards as you exhale. Inhale forward, tighten the core, exhale. And you're not like flattening your back into the mat, you're merely taking the hip bones, peeling to the navel, lengthen, imprint, and lift up. Let low back come up a little bit. Back and forth, 4, 3, pelvic tilt back. There's an anterior tilt, posterior tilt. 2 more, anterior arch, posterior imprint. 1 more, anterior arch, posterior imprint. Find a middle range between your two. Okay, that's your neutral. Okay, now think ribs away from your hip bones. There's space. Now we're going to do 3 o'clock on the face of a clock. Only one hip goes off the mat. Tighten 1 inch to the side of your navel. Pull those muscles like a guide wire. Bring pelvis to mat. Now the right hip goes up without shortening the space between rib cage, hip bones. Pull the hip down, left hip up, pull the hip down, right hip up, pull the hip down. So pelvic clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Imagine a marble on your hip and roll it across to one side, bring it down, roll it across to the other side. Make as much distance between the 2 hip bones as possible, between the rib cage and the hip bones. 4, lift, lower, this one hiked up. 3, keep a straight line across pelvis. 2, inhale, exhale, last one. Those were your pelvic tilts. 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock is side to side. 12 o'clock navel, 6 o'clock pubic bone. So now let's do, you're in your neutral. You have width across shoulders, chest. Avoid putting pressure in your neck. Do chin nod, cervical nod. Nod yes, up, down. I have a ponytail, so my head won't move very well on the mat. So you're just going to tilt your chin, tilt down. You don't have to go like that with your head. It's less than that. Tilt up, tilt down, tilt up, tilt down, tilt up, tilt down. Release your neck. All right, now float your arms. Now lift up your shoulder blades. Flat, wide bones across up mid-back, upper middle back. Lift them up, lower down, lift them up. Bring them down. 8. The shoulder blades slap. 7, 6, create awareness. So where you're moving from. 5, 4, 3, and 2. Last one, stretch arms down by sides. Keep neutral spine. Now lift up pelvis. Make sure tailbone stretches long. So you're elongating through this low part of the back without arching your spine, without pushing your abdominal wall out. Lower down. Hips hit simultaneously. Lift up, hips to sky. Feel wide across chest and down. 8. Wide across chest, down. 7. Abdominals scoop in. 6. Create length from tailbone away from breastbone. 4. Straight up, straight down. 3. 2 more. Exhale. Last one, exhale. Now, if you want to work your obliques, think of wrapping around sides of ribs, diagonals. You're going to have one hand touch against inner thigh. Hand resists thigh, thigh resists your hand. So push into that hand with the thigh. Notice if you feel on the sides of your waist. Diagonals, resist. 3 more, resist, try to wake up those muscles, sides of waist. 2 more, resist, wake them up. 1 more, resist, wake up. Bring the knee down, other side. Take hand inside of thigh. Press into your thigh. Resist. Release. Resist. Exhale. Inhale. Release. Resist. 3 more. Feel the sides of your waist. 2 more. You wouldn't want to feel this in low back. You want to keep it in your core, sides of waist. And last one. Next, bring both knees up, toe taps, without letting your hips move at all. Inhale, exhale. So keep your back neutral. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 5. So your hips won't be moving. 4, just the leg. And 3. And 2. Last one. Just trying to get rid of back pain if you have it. Bring one foot down at a time. Your 2 hip bones down. Draw a straight line all the way across, hip bone to hip bone, without moving your pelvis. Now do a knee sway. Your knee goes to the side. Now you're going to feel this part of your inner thigh engage. Tighten your 2 hip bones together. Tighten core. 9 more. You're looking not to do this. Avoid rotating your pelvis. Keep hips to sky. 8. You draw the line tight across, transversus abdominis, hip bone to hip bone. 7. 6. 5. 4. Keep pelvis stable. And 3. And 2. Come in. Keep this hip straight to sky. Lower the other knee without moving your hips. Inhale, side. Exhale, center. Without moving either hip bone. Inhale, side. Exhale, center. Pull the hip points together. Inhale. Exhale, return. 6. Keep your hips stable. 5. Go really deep into your core. Back is neutral on the mat. 4. And 3. And 2. Use your core. Feel space between ribs and hips. Last one. All right, now take hands behind head and neck. Keep spine long. Now just float your head up as your core deepens to your back. There's no need to crunch up. Keep elongating. The head floats away from the spine. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Make sure you're streamlining your abdominal wall anteriorly into the front of your spinal column. Exhale. Inhale, down. Exhale. Inhale, down. Float. Exhale. Inhale, down. Feel those core muscles. 6. Exhale. Inhale, down. And 5. And 4. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. All right, now from here, take your feet into a V. 2 ways you can do this. Rest the hands under the sides of your pelvis. Keep back flat. Do a V. Press. Inhale. Exhale. Avoid letting your back lift off the mat. So if you had osteoporosis or herniated disc, you'd keep your back flat. You wouldn't lift up. You wouldn't lift head, neck, shoulders. Tighten the core. Keep back elongated. If you don't have osteoporosis and you want to lift, you would lift up, come in, exhale, tighten the core to your back, collarbones wide, exhale out, come back, exhale, ribs wrap, come back, 5, 4, collarbones wide, 3, 2 more, and last one. Come all the way in, just hug knees in, maybe peel up, as long as you don't have osteoporosis. We're going to rock and roll up, and they're going to turn to our side. And then what I want you to do here, make room between sides of rib cage, between where your ribs stop and your hip bone begins. We're going to do a single file line, meaning you don't want your pelvis to roll forward or behind. Like here, that would be called breaking at your waist. You're not in a single file line anymore. So you're going to feel those ribs separate. Take hand in front. And then you're just going to stretch both legs out. Come back. Lengthen. So you're in a single file line. Legs lift, legs lower. 8. Careful not to let your top hip fall back. 7 and 6. 5. Reach. 4. Oblique lifts. 3. 2 more. Last one. Good. Next, I want you to take your heels up into the air in a V. And then I want you to think of the ribs connecting inward to the center. So you want to feel your obliques wrapping here. Now, keep shoulder out of ear. You're in a V. Now you're just going to let your knee come down for a clam, and then your knee lifts up. Straight a line across your 2 hip bones. 8, we want to keep those hips super stable. 7, reach to the side, tighten the core. And 6, relax your neck. 5, core is strong, pull into your low back. And 3, and 2. Now you're going to reach, extend, wrap from inner to outer thigh, come in, down, reach, extend, in, come down, and 8, reach and extend, in, down, keep those ribs pulling around. 6, chest is open. 5, reach and stretch. 4, keep hips stable, reach and stretch, and 3, and 2, breathing in, exhale, and last one. All right. Okay, next, prop up. So now create space here between the whole side of your rib cage. Careful not to collapse. Now on this one, you're going to take your heels just a little bit out in front of your body. So your heels are just going to be a little bit out in front. And then you're going to point, lengthen, extend. Feel the sides of your ribs pulling around you. Point, lengthen, extend. Keep chest open. Point, lengthen, extend. Sides and neck are long. Point, lengthen, extend. And 6. Those bottom obliques are lifting off your mat. 5, 4. Sides and neck are long. Collarbones wide. 3, and 2. Bend, lengthen, extend. Bend, lengthen, extend. Okay, so now feel like you're wrapping inner thigh to outer thigh. Draw your abdominal wall in. Flex. You're extending, then you bend. Draw along the inner thigh. Exhale. Sides of ribs expand. Exhale. Those ribs lift. Inhale. Exhale. 8. 7. Sides of waist are long. And 6. Reach. 5. And stretch. Sides and neck are long. 4. And 3. 2 more. And last one. Awesome. You're going to press up now. The leg that you just worked, straighten it out. The other leg, draw in. So we're going to do half of a straddle. And then what I want you to do, or half butterfly, we're going to just stretch up, 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 and just reach the inside of your leg. Hold here. Open up your whole entire side. Rib stretches off hip bone, just elongate. Breathing in, breathing out. You can have your palm to the sky. Try to get these ribs to open apart. Even a Janusarasana variation, breathing in. So we worked our obliques, so now we're stretching our obliques as well. Two more deep inhales here. One more time, deep inhale. Exhale, now you're going to float all the way back up. Now we're going to come around all the way to the other side of your mat. And then what I want you to do over here, think of the sides of your ribs stretching long. Make a long line, straight line, because we don't want our top hip to fall behind us, and we don't want it to fall in front. And then your sides of your neck are long. You're creating length between ribs and hips, shoulders out of ears. Now just, you're in a single file line. Your legs lift together. You lift them straight off the mat. come back down, ribs out of hips, lift up. We want to feel these bottom ribs coming around. Wrap, exhale. Exhale, stretch, elongate. 8. Really feel your core tighten in. We're creating space for your low back lumbar vertebra as well. 7 and 6. 5, stretch apart. 4, reach those legs far out of your center. 3. 2 more, ribs out of hips. And last one, stretch those legs far away from you and gently come in. Okay, now you're going to take your heels into a V together. Now think of these ribs. They wrap, they pull around to the center, obliques. Now you're just going to close the knee. Your hips are straight, level, shoulder out of ear. Squeeze, wrap your inner thigh around your outer thigh into your side glute. Exhale. Pelvis is stabilized. Exhale. Heels are together. Exhale. 7. Shoulders down and back. 6. Clam. 5. Keep pelvis stable. 4 more. 3 more. 2. Good. 1 more. Okay, now lengthen. Come in. Knee down. Tighten the core. Draw those hip points narrow together. Inhale. Exhale. 8. Keep pelvis stabilized. 7. Those obliques keep wrapping around on those diagonals. And 6. And 5. Pelvis doesn't move. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Use your core. Last one. All right. Next, you're going to prop up on your elbow. Be careful that you don't drop. Collarbones open wide. Now from here, those ribs lift. Your heels are going to be a little bit out in front of the hips for this variation. And then what I want you to do here, lift those ribs up, point, lengthen, extend. You're going to point, lengthen, extend. Point, lengthen. Keep pelvis stable. Those bottom ribs keep lifting up off the mat. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. 7. Control. Only thing that moves is your leg. 6. Bend, lengthen, extend. 5 more. Bend, lengthen, extend. 4. Inner thigh wraps into the outer thigh, side glute. 3 and 2. 1 more. Bend, lengthen, extend. Hold out here for a sec. Create that length in here. Okay, now you're going to flex your foot. Just lift it up. Draw in. Lengthen. Exhale. Width across collarbones. Exhale. And 8. Inner to outer thigh. 7. Stretch. Really scoop into your center. 6. And then 5. Sides of waist are long. 4. And 3. Stretch and reach, flex and point along that bottom leg. 2, flex and point. Last one, flex and point. All right, now we're gonna press up. The leg that just worked is gonna go to the side. Then you fold the other knee in. So we're gonna do half butterfly. And then you're gonna take the sole of your foot into the inside of the other thigh. Or it could be half straddle, because I'm not doing the variation with the legs straight. I'm going out to the side. Your kneecap faces up, inner thigh rotates out. So now still, we want the sides of our waist to stretch long. And then on this one, you're going to elevate, elevate, elevate. Palm opens, stretch up, 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 up. And it's like you're going to reach all the way up, 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 up. Open your sideline. You're also going to get your inner thigh to stretch long. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel this whole side open up. Breathing in, breathing out. Also going to get that inner thigh. Breathing in, breathing out. Create that length. Really let those ribs laterally expand to open them apart. Stretch those ribs apart. We work those obliques. Those obliques wrap Round sides of waist on our long diagonals. Inhale, exhale, 2 more deep inhales. And one more time, really get that side to open and gently lengthen all the way back up. Excellent. Okay, now take both feet in for your butterfly, for your Baddha Konasana, and then you're just gonna do little tiny butterfly wings for a moment. Just let those hips release. Just get a little motion. Now you just keep sinking down into the bottom of your pelvis. Rotate bottoms of feet upwards. Grab your feet if you like. Stretch up, 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 up. Hip hinge. So we're not going to round our spine. We're just hinging from our hips, reaching forward. Elongate that spine. We did like a little half butterfly before, so I figured I'd just take you into the full one. Get both of those inner thighs to release. Open up the hips. Stretch forward if you like. Deepen your stretch. So we'll do a little modified plank after this. And we'll try to get our obliques activated a little stronger from our modified plank. 2 more deep inhales. And one more time, deep inhale. And slowly come up, take the knees in. From here, just roll across, couple little windshield wipers. Just release 2 more. All right, now we're gonna come to our hands and our knees. You're just gonna swing the legs back behind you. Okay, next, what I want you to do, go ahead and like wag the tail. You're gonna bring your shoulder and your hip closer together on one side. I want you to stretch the whole side of your waistline apart. Return center, so head's away from tailbone. Now stretch out the other side. Rib and hip come together to open the other side of the ribs. Stretch rib and hip together. Stretch part, rib and hip together. Stretch part, one more, rib and hip together. Stretch part, last one. All right, this next exercise that I want you to do, shoulders drop, careful not to hike. Pull the shoulders down and back. And then you're gonna anchor the blades down your back. Go ahead and curl the toes under. And then the front of your ribs, pull towards the back of the ribs, tailbones long. And then you wanna feel like you can just hang out here for a moment. Tighten your core to your back. And then we're gonna do knee tap, lift up, inhale. Exhale, work those oblique lengths, tailbone long, inhale, and exhale. Narrow the 2 hip points, shoulders are out of your ears, inhale, and exhale. Tailbones long, inhale, exhale. Use your core, hip points draw together, inhale, and exhale. Tailbone long, and 5. Use your core, and 4, 3, and 2. Good, last one. Excellent. Sit back, hips over heels, little rest pose. Balasana, stretch. Pull those sits bones behind you. Pull your breastbone through the arms, stretch apart. One more deep inhale here. All right. Take it back into a modified plank, shoulders out of ears. So your hips are in line under your shoulders. Now we're going to press up, look towards knees, back and neck is long, ribs wrap, dolphin. Come back in or modified plank into a pike in Pilates. Scoop your core tight. Inhale to elongate, head away from tailbone. Exhale as you draw the abdominal wall to your back for support. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift up. Exhale, wrap those ribs. Inhale. 7. Keep neck long, shoulders out of ears. 6. 5. Lift. Look towards knees. 4. Spine is neutral. Neck is long. 3. Exhale and lift. 2 more. Exhale and lift. Last one, ribs wrap in front. Gently come in, hold. You can have your forearms straight. Elbows and wrists aligned, scoop in. And 8, 7, ribs wrap, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and gently come in. We're going to thread the needle, create a little bit of space between your two shoulder blades. Reach under your arm, feel the side of the head, neck, lengthen, space between your two blades, in the middle of your back, thoracic spine. Inhale, exhale. One more. Feel the sideline open up. Slide this hand in. Come up to hands and knees. Now do 5 cat-cows. Scoop in. Drop your chin. Drop your tailbone. Inhale. Head away from tailbone. Stretch apart. Exhale. If you do have osteoporosis, avoid rounding your middle back like that. You would modify by doing, here's your extension. Here's neutral spine. And then you would just breathe in. And then maybe just do a little stretch apart without going like that. Cat-cow for 4. Exhale, scoop in. Inhale, head away from tailbone. And 3. Get your spine to stretch opposition from the two ends. 2 more. Lengthen, exhale. Find your neutral again. Now we're going to open, stretch, other way I should say. Inhale, collarbone opens wide. Thread the needle. Exhale, reach, side shoulder is down away from ear, side of head and neck on the mat. And then you're going to go like that as long as the shoulder stays down away from your ear. Stretch that arm overhead and let this whole side stretch open. Feel the stretch side of neck, under the armpit, under the shoulder. Open up that sideline. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And one more time, breathing in and exhale. Slide your hand in under the shoulder. You're going to press straight up to your hands and your knees. Okay, now this next thing that I'm going to ask you to do is a full-on plank. So you're going to have your shoulders. So it's like your shoulder, your elbow, your wrist is aligned. Your abdominals lift into your low back. Avoid scrunching shoulders, shoulders out of ears. So basically, you're going to extend legs straight, lift breastbone, and now just hold a straight up full-on plank. Tailbone long. 10, 9, use your core. 8, 7, and 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Come in. Okay, next we're going to be shifting our body weight forward, shift back like that. You could do this modified forward, back. Just feel how your blades pull down your back, your core zips up. So then if you were to do this in a plank, you would be shifting forward. The ankles roll forward, push through the balls of your feet. The heels rise, the heels push down. Feel the blades anchor down your back. 8. Spine is long. 7. 6. Those shoulder blades just pull down sides of back. 5. Transfer your body weight forward and back. 4. Tailbone long. 3. And 2. Last one. And gently bring knees down. And then last one, we're just going to sit back into our balasana, our rest pose. Stretch breastbone through. Relax forehead on mat. Maybe reach through the fingertips. Feel a deeper stretch under the armpits. Across the mid-upper back. Sits bones pull down into the mat straight behind you. One more deep inhale here. And now, slowly we're going to come on to our abdominals. We're actually going to lie down on our core, on our abdominals. And then what I want you to do here, we're going to actually float head, neck, up and down. Tops of feet can rest into the mat. Collarbones are wide. Your abdominals lift into your back, lift up. And you're just going to keep your elbows bent. Come back down. Want to strengthen your back. Scoop your core tight, lift up. come back down. Abdominals lift into your spine. So you're going to scoop in, lift up, lower down. Abdominals pull in, lift up, lower down. And 6, abdominals pull in, lift up, neck is long, come down. And 5, lower down. 4, keep scooping in, lower down. And 3, lift up, lower down. 2 more, strengthen your back. Core lifts into spine for support. Last one. Good. Now this next one, let me face the other way so you can see what my arms are doing. Just lowering back down to the mat. So tops of feet just rest on your mat. So you're adding on, the shoulders are away from the ears. Now, you're going to lift up like this, blades down your back, and you're just going to extend. Come in like that, make field post arms, and come back down. So you're going to feel space between your blades, up and out, in, down. Strengthen your upper mid back, up, out, neck is long, in, down. And 7, core is strong. And 6, strengthen the upper mid back. And 5, sides and neck are long. 4 more. Tighten the core to your back. 3, lift and lengthen. Strengthen that thoracic spine, low back as well. Keep stable. 2 more. And inhale, exhale, use your core. And last one. Now gently take your elbows directly under your shoulders. And then we're going to do a little caterpillar just to release. We just work the core, the back. Let's create some space for our spine now. And breathe. Keep sides and neck long. Maybe you'll tilt right ear towards right shoulder. Now as long as it doesn't bother your neck, you could take your left toes and then just slowly stretch as you tilt right ear towards right shoulder. Stretch left side. Come back in. Stretch left ear towards left shoulder. Stretch right side and neck. Now slowly just lift this foot and stretch it behind you for a little stretch. Left ear to left shoulder. If that bothers your neck, then you would just come center again. So just get the stretch to the side of your ribs and hips. Inhale, exhale. Gently come back center. Now maybe come up a little higher into your seal. Abdominals connect. Just keep scooping abdominals tight. Just want to make room in your back. If you've been sitting all day at the computer, definitely want to make some space and strengthen the vertebra so they don't all compress down and together. Lengthen them apart. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more deep inhales. And 1 more time, deep inhale. Exhale, slowly come in. We're just going to drop our shoulders out of our ears, tighten the core, bend those knees, lift straight up. And 1 last time, go into a little rest pose, Balasana. Maybe this time, take your hands behind you, rest your forehead on the mat. Relax those shoulders, feel a stretch across upper mid-back. Breathing into that low back. Exhale, release. Breathing into low back. Exhale, release. And last one, deep inhale. Breathe into low back. Exhale and release. Excellent. Slowly bring your hands under your shoulders. Press up. Slowly come up. All right. And we're just going to close this out. Thank you for joining me, everybody. So that was a core activation sequence with some back strengthening. And we're just going to take a deep inhale here, feeling grateful for taking time out for ourselves to get strong, to get flexible, have more awareness about our body, what we need to feel good. Inhale. Collarbones wide, lift heart to sky, hands to heart, feeling peaceful and balanced. All right, thanks so much for joining me. Appreciate you all, and I will see you soon. All right, take care. Peace, everyone. Bye.